Hi guys, Jason Blanchard here, Jason's Creative Adventures, and I'm about to go over 3 raised beds that I bought that normally going this route would be the more expensive route to go, but because of the high price of lumber these days, these 3 metal beds made out of galvanized steel are actually cheaper. I could not make these out of wood for the same price as what I bought these metal ones. I would actually pay probably 4 times the price at least, unless I got lucky and were able to find some good deals or some free finds or something. But these were bought at Tractor Supply, and they're the Urban Gardener small space raised garden beds, and I bought about 3 of these. I already assembled one. These metal pieces just snap together. They slide and snap, and then these corner pieces snap on the top and are supposed to hold in place. They're kind of cattywampus to put together, but I think once they're together and they have dirt in there and they have the weight of the dirt up against the sides and stuff pushing it all together, I think it'll hold together and be something that will be around for quite a while, being it's metal, and then you just got to keep adding more dirt to the top as the dirt settles every year. So I've already assembled one. I'll show it to you. It's kind of was cattywampus to put together, because as you're trying to get some pieces slid in, the other pieces would pop back out, and it was kind of a little bit of frustrating to get things to stay together as you were trying to put them together, and then things would just wanted to pop back apart. But I did get it together, and I think it's together good enough that when I start putting soil in it, it'll work great. Let's go take a look at the one I put together. They're not real big. They're basically 2 feet by 4 feet. So right here is where I got this raised bed, and I'm not sure if this is exactly where I want it for sure, but wherever I put it, I want all 3 of them to be in a nice uniform row. So I plan on trying to correct some of the stuff here real quick and get them fit back together, and then get some of the bag soil. But the first half of the bottom layer, I'm not gonna put soil in. I'm gonna fill it up with logs and biodegradable materials that will break down over time. I'll use leaves, logs, sticks, whatever is nearby on property, get them filled up, and then fill the rest on top to save the amount of soil I got to use, and bags of dirt, because those bags of dirt aren't cheap. Even though I bought most of these bags at Walmart for $1.58 a bag for topsoil, and it's decent stuff for topsoil, better than most of the stuff I found. Is better than that stuff at Home Depot I bought for $2 for about $1 more. It was about $2.50 something a bag. This stuff was only $1.58 a bag, but yeah. So that is the raised bed. Let me show you a few things here. Okay, if you look here in that bottom corner there, if you see how that side is not snapped in and the other part is, and the top is kind of popped up there because it kind of started coming apart when I tried to carry it over here. That bottom side is not snapped in the way it should be, so I need to try to snap those back in. Now that I got it over here, I can permanently get them snapped in. And let's go around here to the other side. All the bottoms came back out, so I've got to get these put back, snap them back together, in place and then put them back together. So I'm almost going to take this back apart. But once these are in place, I think these will do well. So let me do that and then I'll get back with you. Alright guys. So I'm going to open this up and show you guys how this comes. I bought 3 of these raised beds for I think 130 or 140 bucks. They gave me a slight deal on them, or at least the lady acted like she was giving me a deal on them. But it says no tools required, and it's just got this keyhole locking mechanism for putting them in those slots like I showed you. Then you just put them together. So we're gonna do that. There's the sides. That is some mulch. Four quarters. Set those right there. Okay, that should be all the pieces. Okay. Now, how these go together is just like this. Yeah, it goes to the inside. You gotta put these little tabs inside the notches and go push it down to get it locked in. And then it's supposed to stay in place. But I found out with that one that they come out of place quite easily. But once you get the top these things in, they're kind of supposed to lock them in place. And if you don't move them around, once I think I get the weight of the soil in these, I think they'll stay together quite well. So, got to put this in here. Put that in place. Like I said, they can be a little cattywampus to get put together. Okay. Try to lock that in place, put this corner on. There we go, that's in place. So that's all you do, assemble all four corners. Oh, grab another end piece. It's in there. Cool. I just got to do the other one. I did see that popped out. Okay. Alright, just got this last corner to do. And I bend it just a little bit, not as much as I did that other one. Okay, that's together. Now I just gotta decide if that's the spacing I want for each one of these 3 beds. And then I can use this as mulch. As sheet mulching in here. Remove all the tape. There you go, 2 raised beds. Hopefully you can see that real good. Hopefully my angle is good on that. But I got that put together like the other one. And then I can use the box I used for the first one and that. And use this stuff for the other one. And I think I'm gonna like that spacing. And I think that's gonna work out well. So there you have it, folks. 3 raised beds. I put them on the side of my house, on the other side of my house, because this will receive a lot of sun, and I still got to take down trees in the front yard, so putting them in those 3 spots. Eventually I do want to put raised beds all over the front yard too, but that's gonna have to take some time. But over here I'll be able to plant some stuff over here now. Right now it's in shade, but it still gets a lot of sun. Even though it's shady, it gets all that all that light bounces off the side of that house there, and it still be quite a bit of light and still get quite a bit of energy over there. So there you go. Take you a little pass by, and then I'll have to fill it. And like I said, I'm not gonna fill the bottom half of these with dirt. I'm gonna fill the bottom half of these with logs and sticks and leaves and anything that's gonna break down over time and feed the worms and all that stuff and cause it's called hugelkultur, or I can't remember exactly how it's spelled, but it's called hugelkultur, and I don't know what all that means because I've only just heard people on YouTube talk about it, but yeah, all that stuff will break down and bring all kinds of worms, which will cause all kind of good microbes and stuff. So 3 raised beds. I'm gonna fill these up with soil and logs and stuff. When I'm just about done, I'll kick the camera back on. So I'm trying not to make this a really long video. All right, thanks guys. All right guys, that topsoil that I bought from Walmart for $1.58 a bag is almost the same as this 4 bags of this Beyond Peat Professional Organics. This stuff seems like it's about almost the same stuff as that topsoil, although it might have a bunch of peat in it. It looks like it's about the same stuff that, I mean, it's about like filling up the rest of this up with the Walmart bags of topsoil for $1.58 bag. Only the top I'm putting a bag in on each one, and these cost $8 a bag. So I could have probably bought 3 or 4 more bags of this stuff for the price I bought that stuff. So I'm a little disappointed in what came out of these bags. I opened 2 of them up. I have to put one in that middle bed, but a little disappointed that this stuff was just doesn't look much different. I haven't smoothed it out yet, but let's do that right here. Oops. Just trying to level these beds off. And this stuff got kind of waterlogged in the rain that we had. But I mean, it's not bad stuff, but I could have gotten about just as good as stuff just out of that Walmart topsoil than this, and can add my own peat out of that big bag out of my greenhouse. So a little bit expensive for $8 a bag for something that's I don't know. I didn't get to see what it was like if it was dry, because it got wet in the rain the last couple days sitting on the back of my trailer. But some of these bags have been dry bags of topsoil, some of these bags have been wet. Just depends on where they're on in my trailer, where they're at on my back of my trailer, whether or not they were protected by other bags or whatnot. But I'm just topping these off the rest of the way, and then I probably won't have time to plant today unless it's this evening, if I get home in time. But yeah, I'm gonna finish topping these off and leveling them off. Get back to you when I'm done. Alright guys, I'm just putting the last 2 bags on. One right here. And the last one I'm going to put on these beds, I'll put it on this one. Little piece of plastic. Alright, I think that'll be good. So I'll get back to you guys later when I plant these out, but these are my 3 raised beds, and I'll try to go through the greenhouse. See, what time is it? 2:05. Maybe we can do a small little greenhouse tour on the way back into the house. Got those 3 raised beds. I should probably water the flowers in the front yard real quick. And we can check on the stick bed too. Give that a good soaking. Okay. Give that a good soaking. I think we're gonna have to replant flowers in that one because they're not doing too good there. I don't know why. Okay, let's check this stick bed out real quick. You see we got some stuff coming up, and those might be the zucchini, or might have been cucumber, zucchini, or squash. I can't remember what it was that I threw in there. And then I threw some flower seeds in there. I can't remember which ones, but I threw a few seeds in there. Flowers, I'm thinking cucumber. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do this real quick because I'm gonna have to run in and get going. So let's see. Tomato plants are towards the back there. We got all these different kinds of sunflowers coming up, competing for space. Carrots, which I don't know how much longer until I can expect carrots to start popping out of the ground. But I haven't thinned them. I don't know if I need to. Really need to get a filter on this hose instead of going straight tap water out of the house. It might rain, so I don't know if I'm watering when I don't need to or not. But sometimes it looks like it's gonna rain and then it gets sunny out. So you never know. Those pansies are sure taking over that lady pot. Look at that. Getting it all from here. Okay, I'll put this away. Always release the pressure on your hose. Okay, I'll leave that hose like that for now because I might need it when I come back. Or actually, okay. Alright, let's go. Those are some good looking beds. I can't wait to plant in them. Everything's looking pretty good. Look at that sunflower over there. It's getting pretty big. Now I gotta hurry up because I gotta get going, pick up Elena. Let's see how the blackberries are doing. They're growing. Well, something took a nibble out of that, but it's still growing other places. Look at that. Put it down and let it feed everything. That flower's coming up, and there's stuff coming up through there. I don't know what, because we threw flower seeds around. Okay. Now these two pots right here, I think I have identified them as the ground cherries that threw seeds around, and I couldn't remember where all I threw those at. But from looking on a video about gooseberries, or Cape gooseberries and ground cherries, which are very similar, but one grows along the ground and one bushes up. So that's what these most likely are. There's a cherry tomato plant right there that's got flowers on it still. That bell pepper has flowers on it. Those flowers are Elena's. I still don't remember what I planted in that long pot down there. Don't remember what I planted in that pot. It's funny how this red Russian kale, you pluck stuff off and stuff just pops right back up. Okay. Nothing seems to be growing in those pots. Look at all my plant starts. I'm gonna probably plant those out here soon. Don't know if you can read the tags, but there's some royal burgundy bush beans, some spinach, cilantro, zucchini, rosemary, spicy saber, basil, red okra, Bosch beans, Romanesco cauliflower, and some straight 8 cucumber, some jalapenos, some dragon tongue beans. I mean, there's tons of stuff. I didn't name them all. Down here is cilantro and sugar snap peas, which seem to be doing good. Lettuces, mint. This might be more Cape gooseberries or ground cherries. Here is cherry tomato plants that I separated out, and I stuck these in there, wondering if they would take root. Maybe they just are drying out. Probably need to water, or maybe I should leave these dry a day. Yep, those are gonna need water. Some of these look like they're wet on top, but they might be dry in the bottom, so I might have to get the hose real quick. See, do I have time to water now? No, I don't. So this is gonna have to be as is for now, and I'm gonna have to go and wash my hands and get going. So we'll take a look at the grape plant. That's doing good. Got some browning going on. So that's either a sign of overwatering, but those are red Those are red grapes right there. Okay, I need to put the camera down and get going. Gotta go wash my hands and get over to the school, pick up Elena, and head out. And I gotta get the diaper bag and make sure that there's some extra clothes in there. All within like 10-minute period. So, catch you guys later. Bye.